I'm Dee.
And this is Kylie, your Frugal Gals.
We are going to do a video to help you with organization and kind of getting your sanity when you begin couponing. There are so many coupons and so many sources, and I know in class we go over it, but we wanted to give you a video that you can refer back to whenever you need it. Some of the different ones that you might see a lot in the grocery store, or you might have even tried. I have seen little baggies, Ziploc baggies. I have seen the envelopes.
And another type is the accordion. These are very popular, and they have the small ones, big ones, all different sizes. You're going to see some that attach right to your grocery shopping cart. I used these before and dropped it and, kind of changed methods after that. But it's all on, what works best for you.
And that's the key, you guys. No matter what method you use, it's got to make sense to you and be easy for you, or you will get frustrated and just think, I can't do it. And you can. We promise you can. Another thing I've seen a lot are like little shoe boxes or picture boxes or even recipe boxes that have little tabbies in them. People use those a lot. I've seen those in grocery carts, past them in the hallways. Let's see. Some of the things that we do when I get to Sunday paper, which is one of the places you get most coupons, is I will grab my inserts out and I'm going to put the date on them. It's that Sunday's date. And if you forget, which I do a lot, and I have a big pile at home, right along the edge is the date. It's teeny tiny. Grab that date, put it on the top. Then what I do is I have my box. And I actually got this box, half price, girls, $4.99. And inside my box, and I'm going to leave this okay, is my little file, tab. And each of them have a month on it. And this is how I do it. Like this is April, so then I'm going to go to my April file, and I'm going to put in my April file. Some people I've seen do red plum files, smart source files, whatever works for you. And that's how I do it. And then when I pull up my list, and I know where to use my resources, and go get my coupon, I pull my file and I'm done.
That file system with the box, you can use it with two different ways. Dee doesn't clip anything until she's going to the store. Talk about how your method a little bit.
I don't have time to go through. Every once in a while I'll have to peek and see what coupons, or I'll go to our website because I see an insert, we give it to you there so I know what's in it. I don't have time, I just put it in here. When I use my resource online and they say the sale for this has a coupon here, that's when I pull it, I clip it, and I use it.
Mine, I will go through the insert a little bit and clip ones that I know I'm going to use, or, if it's a really good coupon, I'm going to clip that just in case, I'm in the store and I see that as an unadvertised special. But everything else, those are just a few coupons that I might clip out of the insert. The rest of it goes exactly the same way she does it. I put the date on it and I file it by month.
And because remember, we've told you, you want to buy more than one Sunday paper. You want to try to get one paper per family member in your family when you're trying to stock up and get your stockpile going. So here's my personal binder. I'm going to go through that real quick. And again, everybody does it different. But a couple of things that you should always have, and mine's bigger because I'm a big girl, I grew into it. You want to make sure you have a calculator. You got your scissors and your markers. I have a pocket over here for all my store circulars. Remember we kind of went through those in class. So I've got a place. So those are always with me. And I've got some special sheets that I use because that's my binder and that's what works for me. I've got my paperwork that I got from class. I've got all my store policies here because you should always have those when you go to the store. Then my tabs are a little different. I use index cards because they're bigger. And I just have them sorted through the aisles as I'm going through the store. That's what works for me. Some people, my sister does it alphabetically, so that's, everybody's different.
Okay, I do mine very similar to Dee's, but a little bit different. I keep the same stuff she keeps, scissors, calculator, pens, those sort of things. I keep usually my ads in this front pocket. I have my store policies, everything in front. And then I also have my dividers this makes sense to me, it's always how I've done it. I haven't changed this method. I go from food to non-food, so it may not necessarily be how I go through the store, but, my first tab, for instance, is dairy or fridge and meat. So all of those then each have their, dairy has its own sheet, refrigerator aisle has its own sheet, and then meat. And then I go through my binder that way with different main tabs, and then each sheet protector has its own section. And then at the end of my binder, I also have a list for each store that I shop at. Kroger, Publix, they each have their own tab, and then at the tab is a little pocket. This is where I'm going to put any store coupon booklets that I get, and also any store coupons are going to go in, the Kroger section or the Publix section. The last end of my booklet is the rebate section. I'm going to put the receipts and the rebate forms in there, so when I go to fill them out, they're going to be right there for me, and I don't have to look through a bunch of stuff for it. So that's my binder. I have a friend who does it alphabetically. We set it up a little bit differently. I have a baby section. Dee has a pet section.
Right.
So that's why we don't endorse any method over another. We prefer the binder method, and we just whatever works for your brain.
Like I said, you've got to be organized so you know where everything's at. And something else I wanted to bring to your attention and to remind you of, you know how I said I don't clip my inserts until I am ready to use them. When I've got my list ready and it tells me where to go find them, I clip them. I still use my binder though, because if I go to the store and I find a tear pad or a peely or something like that, I need somewhere to store it. And I have to stay organized because I don't have time. I work full time, I have kids, I have a family. So I need to stay organized. This is where I will keep some of those internet printables. And sometimes if I've got my list and I have all my coupons and they're out of something, I'm going to get my rain check, but I need to keep those coupons together. I'm going to put them back in here with my rain check and know where to go. So even though I don't clip everything and I don't clip until I need to, I still have a need to have this. This is all my cleaning supplies that were tear pads. So, you're going to use it. You're going to need whatever works for you. And like we were talking about how we customize them. When you come to our classes, you hear us talking about the Frugal Gal binder. It's in the binder. This is the Frugal Gal binder. We have orange and blue right now, and inside the binder are all the things to get you started. We've got tips to couponing, we've got coupon lingo, printable coupon sources, just all of the store policies. Remember, you always want to have those with you too. And in the binder, you have your sheet protectors and you have your dividers. The thing is with the dividers, they're not marked. That's for you to do, because like you just saw Kylie and I, our binders are totally different. So nothing's filled out because that's for you to do. You might be basic, dairy, meat, bread, whatever works for you. So when you get it, this is your Frugal Gal binder. It's your first step into the couponing world to try to stay organized and keep your sanity.
If you are a hostess, and whether you have it in your home or you have set up a site, off-site from your own home to have us come to, you're going to get a binder, and we have these in pink, blue, and teal, and they're really cute, and a little bit bigger than these binders and very similar to what we use. They come with the same exact, content, store policies, an insert, or
sheet
the sheet protector, sorry, and then the dividers. And this one, the type that we're using now, is very similar to the one that we each have, where it's got the front pockets, and then you can put your scissors and, pens and items there. We cannot stress enough how important it is to have the store policies. I mean, even though Dee and I could probably, list, a Publix or a Walmart verbatim what the policy is, when we're at customer service, having to say, no, you do take these coupons, or that's not your policy. If we can have that there, because more often than not, they're not going to have it there at the store. If you have it there on hand, it just empowers you, and usually, more often than not, you're going to be able to check out, with ease, having that, and it makes you feel empowered.
It does. So that is our video on organization, keeping your sanity, how you keep your coupons. Again, do it what works for you and your family. And there's always room to grow, as you can see. If you guys have any questions or wonder how about this or would this work, email us. Go on the website, go on Facebook, send us a message, or email frugalgals@hotmail.com. We try to check those as much as possible. We'll get back to you. And, any other video series you'd like to see, let us know. We're trying to help you, empower you to go super couponing.
Bye.
Bye.